police department. He was coming from the police department because he had lost his cell phone. Yeah, which was weird. He must have got it replaced real quick because he was broadcasting already.
Or he had like a backup or something. Maybe one was his. Maybe he was a drug dealer and he had 2 phones.
Well, the dude was like, you saw the clip, right?
I saw
and
the clip.
He's like, you on live. And the dude's like, bam, bam, bam. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know what no live is. I know one thing, you're not going to live.
Yeah. They did apprehend the suspect and he is in custody. And he has yet to give a reason for, why he killed the
I ain't
the
like
man.
that nigga's music.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what it was. I'm telling you, that's what it was. Like, how bad of a musician you have to be that somebody just come and shoot you right in the middle of your Facebook broadcast,
right?
Where they know they being recorded.
I let him play that shitty music for a long time, and then one day he tried to cover a Stevie Wonder tune, and I was like, this nigga gotta go.
You just can't take no more.
There's a ribbon in the sky for your dead ass. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Again, got shot by the police station. That's bold.
Yeah, it's like a block away, literally.
That's bold.
That's pretty bold.
Do you see 3 billboards outside of Epping, Missouri?
That movie?
Yeah.
I do. I want to see it. Is that the whole name of it? I thought it was just called 3 Billboards.
3 billboards outside of Epping, Missouri.
Wow, that's the one with Francis McDermott, right? I haven't seen that. I want to see it. It's on my list.
I wish you told me I'd have brought the screener to you.
Oh, okay.
But we'll talk about because I don't share screeners. That's not right. You don't do that.
That's cool. I got my ways.
But it's all the police, and some shit goes down at the police station, like right across the street from the police station, and at the police station. I'm like, wow, this is like that story. This is like right at the police station. Bam, bam, bam.
Wow.
3 shots. You go.
Tisha Campbell is divorcing her husband of 27, 28 years, Dwayne Martin, and asking for spousal support. That happened.
What's he been doing?
I don't know, but I was like, really? He got it like that? Because I felt like they were pretty much like even, career-wise, money-wise.
But like they probably got a production company of some sort. And even if they're not actively with hit shows, they probably got their hand in this and their hand in that. There's a lot of companies do.
Right, but if they own a production company, then she would get 50% of that.
Sure.
So why does she get spousal support?
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
So that's why I just find that an odd request. It seemed like she would get half of what they got and go away because it doesn't seem like a situation where she would. Well, I don't really know how that shit works.
They still have kids under 18?
They do. They got small kids. They got kids like 6 and 8.
Damn, they can't stop fucking.
I'm like, what kind of? I don't like who? Because I'm like, wow, they're the only people I know my age that got kids, younger than my kid.
Wow.
All the rest of them, everybody I know my age got grandkids.
Yeah, I was gonna say their kids should be grown by now.
Yeah, so I'm shocked that I think they have 3, and I think 1 is grown, and I think the other 2 are like 6 and 8.
Whoa, all right.
So, but she didn't say anything about child support. Just said spousal support.
Yeah, but don't sometimes they substitute those words?
No, they're two different things.
But that doesn't mean that it is not reported that way, though.
What do you mean it's not reported that way?
I mean, it could be that they report spousal when they could mean child support.
Oh, well, I mean...
the media don't necessarily care about details. They just care about clicks.
Oh, man. So, yeah. You know who Kev on Stage is?
Kev on Stage. I can't say that I do.
He's a comedian. He's heavily on, like, social media, especially, like, Facebook. He's pretty funny dude. I follow him. And he made a video.
Oh, I know Kev on Stage. It's about Monique?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here we go. Monique has made several claims about...
Because I am the most, and I say this humbly, I am the most decorated comedian alive.
Hello, official office of comedian deaths. Yeah, I just wanted to check to see if Eddie Murphy was alive. Yeah, no, because Monique said she was humbly the most decorated comedian alive, and I thought maybe Eddie Murphy died while I was sleeping. Okay, no, he's alive? Oh, crazy. I don't know what she's talking about then. I don't know what decoration she could have made. That phony pony's a nice decoration, but it's not the ones people usually talk about. While I got you, is Whoopi Goldberg alive? Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act 2. Yeah, Cole Bean. Hey, and Cole. Yeah. She is alive too? What is Monique talking about? Yeah, because, Whoopi's one of only 12 people to win an EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, the only African-American person to do it, and she won the doggone Grammy for a comedy album. So what is Monique talking about, do you think?
True that.
No, because she called us for a boycott, and I'm like, bro, you can't, that's not a boycottable offense, okay? Black people can't sit anywhere on the bus, boycott. You got offered $500K, not boycott. I thought it was generous. That's just me. I mean, shoot, let me get the 500. I could take it. I'll take 50,000. I might take 5,000 just to be on Netflix because I've never been. Okay, no, while I got you, can you check ticket sales as well? Yeah, because that's another decoration she could be talking about. Has she sold more than Kevin Hart? I think he sold out like football stadiums and stuff, and he had like fire in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I know. Just Google it if you don't have it in your registrar. No, she probably hasn't sold more tickets than Kevin Hart. What decorations is she talking about? I don't understand. I mean, is she your favorite comedian? Because I don't think, even in public opinion, she's most people's favorite comedian. I think she's funny. No, I do. I think she's funnier than Amy Schumer. But I don't think she's the funniest alive, which could be a decoration. No, it is crazy. Okay, listen, you know what? While I got you, here's why I'm upset, okay? She called for a boycott. She said Netflix was racial and gender biased, okay? Netflix gave Shonda Rhimes a $100 million plus deal, $25 million a year. She black, okay? They gave Dave $20 million on multiple occasions. They gave Crust money. They gave doggone Amy $11 million. The most generosity. I don't know what basis she wants us to boycott. And I'm tired of boycotts being called for everything because, shoot, boycott got to be a serious thing. Okay? No, cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got to get back to work. All right, does she have the most Facebook followers? Does she have more Facebook followers than Kev on stage? She doesn't? Your boy out here. All right, go. I'm going to let you go. All right, have a great day.
It amazes me that we're in a time where information is more accessible and at a just a touch of a button or a few keystrokes like never before.
Right.
Yet people constantly just say shit. Just say shit that's easily disproved or is not provable, and it just stands. It's like nobody calls them on nobody. I'm like, because since she said that, I was so glad he did that, because I was like, since she said that, I've been thinking like, really? Like, how so? Like, in what way? And I'm waiting for somebody to. She's had a couple of interviews with the Breakfast Club. None of them have, like, what do you mean by that? Like, and even herself, she said, I made that statement, and then they, some people talked about whatever, and then I proved it. You did? How? When? And it's like people just say things. They just say things that aren't true, and people just, I don't get it. It happens all the time. I'm in having a Facebook debate with this woman, and at the thing, she just starts talking about me calling her out of her name and stuff. Like everything we just said is not right there in writing,
right.
And the whole world can see that I never once called her out of her name. And I'm like, excuse me, miss, what do you mean I've called you out of your name? At what point? When did that happen? Oh, well, you just need to read. I'm reading.
Right.
This was the first time I called her out of her name right now, and I just called her a bitch.
But she's counting on other people not doing that work so she can just make whatever claim she wants.
Well,
I mean, the president does that.
I'm like, how do people do that? They just say stuff. like
You say it with confidence. Just declare it. Declare it.
Yeah.
I think Monique's problem, it seems like I'm figuring this out now because I read another article this week about her and the whole Whoopi situation.
Mm-hmm.
She digmatized. That husband of hers is making bad decisions.
It's something weird with that relationship.
And he is a poison.
Did you see that post I made?
No.
A post I made about, and it was inspired by her. It was also some other couples too that was inspired by. But I said that extreme platitudes between couples and terms of endearment and pet names and all of that nature taken to the extreme, especially when done in public, is to me a sign of a red flag in that relationship.
I'm with you on that. You're right about that, because it just seems that it just like in everything else in life, like
you're trying too hard to convince me that everything is good between you guys,
which means you're trying to convince yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because most people take shit for granted and don't say anything about like, oh,
right,
everything's good.
And the fact that she refuses to call him anything other than daddy is kind of weird.
Yeah. Well,
and him with the my love, like the my love and daddy shit back and forth, that shit is ridiculous.
Well, she revealed this week that she had a conversation with Whoopi, and Whoopi called out the husband. But then she said, well, Whoopi don't know my man, and Whoopi don't know about this, and that. And I'm like, again, like, she's turning out, this is another problem Monique is having. She shut your mouth. Hush. Silent. Go sit down for a second and hush. That's like the Kathy Griffin thing again. Like after a minute, you just need to be quiet and let people forget that you stupid, so then you can come back and people can just love you again. That's all I'm saying on her. She's just grinding, making a hole bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger.
Yeah. But yeah, it's something, I don't know. It's something a little strange about their relationship.
Yeah.
Like they super in love, but it's an open relationship, but they were friends for years first. And it's just, I don't know. It just seems...
You're right, though. And another thing,
something weird,
especially with celebrities too. You remember Mary J. and her wedding and her marriage at the time when they were together. He was the second coming of Christ.
Okay.
And then when they got divorced,
he the devil.
He was trying to take money. He was doing all this, and I'm like, oh, really? Well, that ain't what you were saying in Ebony magazine back, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like he was the thing. He turned your life around. He was right.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. I feel like we're going to hear this out. Well, hopefully it doesn't end up in a bad way, like worse. But hopefully she'll get out of this, and we'll be hearing stories of redemption from her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, now it's time for a segment that we have not had in a very, very long time. Like not even since we've been back. Nope. We haven't. It's been a long time. It was a long time before the other show. So here we go with the Shiznit Show Race Draft.
The Shiznit Show Race Draft. The Shiznit.
Now, one of the reasons why we haven't had this show, this segment in so long, is because we did it, for over the years and never tracked it. And I was like, you know what? It's all in fun. It's made up and whatever. So we'll just, I'm saying like we're gonna just start the slate fresh.
Okay, cool.
So it doesn't matter what has happened in the past. We're starting anew. This is a new version.
We got new owners in here anyway.
Right, it's a new version of the Shiznit Show. So we're gonna start fresh with a new slate and a new team. You know what? I gotta remind myself to get some pens and some pads to keep down here in the studio. I meant to do that to get some before the show this week. I'm gonna have to put it in my phone or something and remember to go by the Dollar Tree or something and do that. But anyway, maybe this time we can try to keep record or whatever so that we don't have a lot of repeats. And okay, so for you guys who don't know what the race draft is our attempt to better the black race. Okay, and we do that by means of trading away members of the black community that we find undesirable.
The chaff.
Yeah. We trade them away for a person of another race in order to make our team stronger. So we're trying to make a come up, right? But the trick is that it has to be someone that's somewhat of equal value that they might go for. In real life, most of these trades wouldn't go through. Like, it's not too many times that white people or Asian people are going to be like, yeah, send us that shiftless dude, we'll take him. So we know it's all in fun, but at the same time, to make it so that it's not so easy, so that you're not doing, Brad Pitt for Faison Glove. They have to be of a similar caliber or station in their respective fields. So those are pretty much the rules. It's pretty loose, and then sometimes we'll veto, a trade and won't allow it to go through. But usually everything goes through for the most part. But I remember it was the guy on the show, Uncle. He tried to trade for Hitler, and nobody. We shot that. Yes, he tried. I
remember that.
Yeah,
that was a turning point in the show.
I don't know about that, but yeah, Hitler is not our friend, and we won't. There will be no trades for Hitler ever. Okay, so with that, here we go, Pip. Let's get started. Who do you got? Who's up first? Who do you trade for who?
Well, there's a lot of people I'd like to get rid of right now.
Oh, yeah.
So most of them are actually in the world of politics. So I'm going to start off with Milwaukee Sheriff David Clark.
Okay.
He has been nothing but problems. He is a bully.
Mm-hmm.
He is towing a line of Uncle Tomism that I'm tired of.
Ooh.
I'm tired of. It's bad enough to have old white people tell us that we need to get it together after we've been held down. To have another black person tell you that is just